video is for the regular girls. So if you're not a regular girl, you're an Instagram baddie. I mean, hair done, nails done, everything did. Men just give you money for being pretty. They just want to look at you. Your conversation is what gets you paid. This isn't for you. This isn't for you. This is for the that clock in and clock out. Let me tell you something. City girls down 10, regular up 20. All right. These hoes want you to believe that men are just giving them large sums of money because they're pretty. It's just because I'm pretty. I didn't see many a bad in my life and never wanted to fund nobody's lifestyle just to look at you. I just want some of you soft life to be honest about your lives actually being super hard. Okay. All right. This whole, I'm just in my femininity. I'm just bad. And men just give me money. That's okay. All right. Young Miami said that she gets $500,000 a month just because she bad, just because she act bad, she real bad. Turns out she was selling that word, whipping that word, selling that white girl, working a full-time shift at Diddy's sex party, twisted nipple, LinkedIn. That's work.
Hip Hop right now is in a state of pandemonium and chaos. With the whole Diddy lawsuit, his house being raided a few days ago, all the things he has done behind the scene coming out left and right. There's just a lot going on with him right now. He's just like skating on a thin ice right now. Everybody is just waiting to hear what is going to happen next. There's this popular saying, in the first stages of a man's downfall is madness. And we all know that Diddy has been mad for a while. The whole weird things he has been doing, the whole freaky parties, the whole just... Diddy was just being a nuisance. Even his relationship with Carisha, it was just very, very, very weird. And well, the fans were feeling it because, you know, Diddy, he's a billionaire, he's this, he's that, he's a very big person in the industry. And, you know, Young Miami, she's flaunting this lavish life that Diddy was giving her. Everyone is like, it's goals. The fans are like, oh, she's a city girl. She's doing what she said. She's getting money. She's just being spoiled by Diddy for no reason. A lot of fans were on board with this. Not everyone. The smart ones that could see beyond that just knew that it didn't make sense because Diddy was almost, if not 30 years older than Young Miami. So it was just so weird seeing them doing the whole shorty wap, whatever, acting bad. You don't expect a 52-year-old man or almost 60-year-old man just being with like a young woman acting bad doing this. It's very ridiculous, but you know, he has money. You know, when you have money, people just turn a blind eye to whatever you're doing. If it was a regular person, it would have looked very, very abnormal and weird. But Diddy, he has money, so people were just on board. They were feeling it. They were just clapping for Young Miami because Diddy was spending a lot on her. She was going on this trip, shopping spree. She was getting even a monthly check of almost 300 or 500,000. So she was just living her best life, and everyone was just like, yeah, you know, she's getting the bag. I can't be mad. He even got her own show on his TV station until all of a sudden everything just took a turn real quick. Since this Diddy lawsuit, especially the recent one which included Young Miami as a sex worker and a drug dealer for Diddy, she has been getting dragged left, right, up, down. Like everyone is just dragging her, the blogs, the YouTube, the IG, even the fans that were hyping the whole relationship from the very beginning are dragging her right now. And the whole situation has made people to divide like into 3 categories. I believe there's like a 20%, there's a 70%, there's a 10%. The 20% are saying, well, people are just being hypocrite. They're being mad at her. They've forgotten that she's a city girl. That's not off brand for her. She has said it in many music and many interviews that she is a prostitute.
I said, I'm really, like, I'm a, like, with a W. Like, I'm a.
But define that, though.
Like, I'm a.
And she said for the bag, she's willing to let a man do whatever he wants with her. So what's the issue? She has always said that. And the 70% are just disgusted with the whole thing she was doing with Diddy, because what she was portraying, it was just like she was just living this best life. She's just being a city girl. She don't need to do shit. Diddy is just worshiping her. He just loves being in her company. She did not see the part where she's just a sex worker for him. She just make it look like she was not working for whatever she was getting. And then there's a 10%, which I am with them. These female rappers are prostitutes. They say it. We've been no. We just choose to turn a blind eye on it. All of them are one and the same. And this will be my talking point in this situation overall, which is the female hip-hop has been in a prostitution era for a while now. Young Miami might be catching the hate right now because her dirty pants is being washed in public, but she is not the only one, or has not been the only person We have Cardi B. If you can remember, Cardi B was a former stripper and a hoe who raps about hoism and promiscuity. She also did drug men back then and stole from them. Then we have JT, the other half of the city girl, who isn't very innocent also. She raps about the same thing, she does the same thing. She even went to prison for scamming someone. We have Sexy Red, who is a current nuisance in the hip-hop scene. Sexy Red is just too much, to be honest. This is the person that went directly into twerking in hospital bed after having her baby. She couldn't even wait like few days after, immediately, just few hours after having her baby, she started to twerk on a hospital bed. And this Twitch streamer, Aiden Ross, said that he paid her 100K to have sex with her. That's few months after having her child. We also have another ratchet one, Sukiana. We have Meg Thee Stallion, Ruby Road, Jada Kingdom, Asian Doll, Chinese Kitty, Lado. In short words, majority of these females in the hip-hop space is occupied by sex workers, and these girls are very proud of it and very vocal about it. You can't even escape it because that's all what they talk about in music. And when there's a certain time there's complaints about music just being too raunchy, there's just so much talk about like sexy sex, that's all they talk about because that's all they do. They're telling us, they're saying it. If you do dissect half of the music these women are singing, it does not highlight anything of value except my kitty cat is better than this, my kitty cat is this, my kitty cat is getting me fluid out, my kitty cat is making men spend fortune on me, my kitty cat this, my kitty cat that. It's just as if we are turning in to hear an update of the wonders of the kitty cat, what it has done now or what it's about to do. It just got so bad that it just became the standard. Like, you just have to talk about that. And people got tired of it because I believe no one cares whatever you're doing. No one cares if you're throwing an uppercut, throwing a backflip on a D. We shouldn't know all the time. It becomes very redundant and very cringy. And of course, hip-hop is a bit raunchy. I don't expect hip-hop to be about gospel because a little bit of raunchiness and just this feeling myself kind of talk, it's kind of needed. Like, it makes you feel yourself and it makes the music a bit enjoyable. But when it becomes too much of everything is just not exciting. When it becomes too much, it's just tiring. When you're about to listen to music, you already know what you're gonna hear. You know the bars are not gonna be there. There's barely even any punchline or anything. You're just gonna hear like this kitty that, this kitty that. That's all you're gonna hear. And the crazy part is the kitty talk was not the only problem. Majority of these women ushered to this space are not even talented. The bars, the metaphor, the punchline barely exist. Some can even recite a rap provided for them correctly. The whole space just became contaminated with talentless people that just talk about sex. It's just very embarrassing because if you look back at the former female rappers that came before this one, we had very intelligent and dope rappers like Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Eve, Lil Kim. They're not just talking about sex. They were talking about sex, but that was not all they did. They were just very versatile and intelligent. But right now, that is not the case. All you need to be ushered into this space, just be very light-skinned, being biracial or ambiguous will really help a lot. Get a BBL, get a face filler, get a long and colorful wig, dress provocatively, twerk online, and boom, before you know, you are the next big thing. You're put on this pedestal, you're being idolized, you're the next role model for everyone. This is what the female hip-hop space has degraded to for a while right now. And aside the junior even being this contaminated with these ratchet people, the impact it has in our community is way worse because majority of the women in this hip-hop space are black women or said black women. The normal black girl or woman is seen as whatever these women choose to portray in the media. These ratchet female rappers keep pushing the black woman to the lowest of the pedestal because whatever they portray on the media is associated with the regular black woman. We've been associated with ratchetness, being slow and not intelligent or educated, being promiscuous, ghetto, over-sexualizing of our body, and many more, because somewhere you're going to think that there's someone behind this. Why do we keep pushing these people to represent us up there? It does not make sense because first, you're not talented. Secondly, they just have nothing to just add of value to the space. So why are they being pushed up there? Are they being put there because they wanted the black woman to be degraded more and more? or they're being put up there because they want to kill the hip-hop genre, because right now the hip-hop genre is actually suffering because of these people the execs have put up there. The execs and we, the audience, have refused to endorse talent, and we rather bank on looks, sex symbols, and mediocrity. And now it's causing the genre to really crash. And that's why these ladies, the most they can have is like 5 years, and they're being kicked to the curb, because for how long can we keep hearing about like your super kitty? It just doesn't make sense. At some point the audience get bored and they just, you know, stop giving you the attention, and they give the newer girl attention because you refuse to grow, you refuse to evolve, you refuse to like concentrate on your craft and just work on it more. You rather just do like the bare minimum, just twerk, get money, and just, you know, call it a day. They just have no passion of like building or like being better and better at their art. Like, let's take Sexy Red for example. She's like the reigning new rapper. She's releasing music back to back that people love and dance to. Is Sexy Red that talented? Well, I wouldn't call her not talented completely, but if we're being honest and keeping it a bean, the talent is very lackluster. There is no bars. There is no bars. She doesn't spit no bars. She just rhyme words, and then there's a lot of ad-libs that make sense in the club, and then that makes you move your body. And to be honest, her songs sound the same. If you play some of her records back to back, it's as if you're listening to an extension of the song. Like the song is just continuing, because they all sound the same method, no growth, no evolving. It's either ski, or go sexy, oh bow, is the booty meat, or whatever she said. There's just no growth. And I understand that in this day and time mediocrity grow faster, but when you've gotten like an attention or audience retention, you should be able to like grow, like work hard, just evolve your craft, because an artist is meant to evolve continuously if they want to be very successful and achieve longevity. Look at Beyonce for example, or even Nicki Minaj. When you listen to their work, when like each work of theirs you listen, you're going to keep seeing the growth. They keep growing, and they're still working, they still keep working, they still keep growing. They have nothing to prove at this point. They've done it all, but they still don't stop because they're really passionate about the art as a whole. It's not just a cash grab for them. If they had used the current female rappers formula, they wouldn't have come this far. No versatility, no hard work, no going back to the drawing board and re-strategizing time to time to stay on top of their game. It just doesn't make sense. And that's what will make you understand that these current female rappers that are being ushered into this space are not really rappers, or do not really care about the whole rap thing or the art. They don't care about building a big or a strong brand. Being relevant or being part like of a bigger conversation is never their problem. That's not what they're looking forward to. Because look at Nicki. Anytime we're talking about male rappers, she's always included because she was consistent. She was really interested in the art. She really did work hard. She did not just get into it for the money. She was there because she wanted to make a difference, and she has reached a stage in her career where she's not just been called one of the like best female rappers, she's been mentioned as one of the best rappers dead or alive, because she really worked hard. If she hops on record with men, she's always going to give them a test of their medicine, and 80% of men can't even go bars to bars with her because she really did work hard, and she has earned her title as one of the shapers of hip-hop. But these new girls don't really care about that longevity or that making a difference in this space. I just hope we can even remember some of them like in the next 10 years, because with the way they are going, it's not going to last longer than 3 years. And I'm even being generous, 3 years, mostly 2 years for most. So anyways guys, that's all I have for you today. Let me know your opinion down in the comment section. Please do not forget to like the video. If this is your first time here, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for your time and have a